fall and we rise through it all till we find what we want. Then we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in. Just me, just you, lost in the moment.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you guys are new to this channel, my name's Patricia. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join my journey. But if you guys are a returning viewer, then welcome back. So guys, as you guys can read from the title, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about pregnancy, after pregnancy, and just postpartum and my body and everything that goes into it. I just want to put a disclaimer that this video can be triggering for a lot of people who might be going through mental health, depression, whatever it really is. Please, if this video can be any form of be triggering for you after pregnancy, if you're going through something and this video might put you in a deeper place, please do not watch it. Yeah, I just really wanted to put a video out there to just really talk about how I've been feeling, how I felt and still am feeling. This is a journey, not just as a new mom, but as a new me. So yeah, I'm gonna just talk to you guys about it. Something that I really love about my YouTube videos is I love being honest, transparent with you guys. Just letting you guys know I did order some food, so you might hear the bell ring, but if you do, then yeah, that is my food coming. The first thing I want to talk about is pregnancy. Being pregnant was the biggest dream of mine ever, like ever. From ever, I've always wanted to be a mom. It was my biggest goal, it was my biggest achievement. It was just having a family. It was always something that I really admired, and I think it's the richest thing we can have in life. Materialistic stuff, you know, they come and go. You can get it whenever. When you leave this world, the only thing you actually leave here is something that's actually yours. And for me, having a family that was, even, I'm not saying just because giving birth, adoption, any sort of way that you can make your own family, I think it's the only thing we leave in this world is the love and care we give to someone else. So it was always a big dream of mine. And then when I got pregnant, I had this image, not necessarily about me being pregnant. Like, I think I had an amazing pregnancy, to be fair. Like, my pregnancy was a field day. Like, even my labor was amazing. I had the most beautiful experience. Regardless of the pain, it was still a beautiful experience. Like, I would do it all over again. I didn't have no complications, baby was fine. Like, I was super lucky. But for me, a big thing was how I was going to experience labor and with who. So I always had in my image, like, experience, and I was very lucky because obviously I was pregnant. COVID wasn't an issue anymore. You know, it was a few rules here and there, but there was no rules basically. And I was super lucky that I even could come to all my appointments. The only thing that was upsetting is I wanted my sister there with me in the labor, but she wasn't. But it's fine. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But hopefully she'll be able to be there for another one down the line. So yeah, so I really pretty much had it easy. And the only thing I think for me that was an not eye-opening, but just a bit disappointing, because it wasn't what I was expecting. But like they say, don't expect, because expectation leads to disappointments, I think was people around me. I know we speak about this a lot, and I never really thought about it when I wasn't pregnant because it wasn't something I was going through. But I always saw people putting up stuff, people that were pregnant putting up stuff like, you know, if you don't come and see me now, like, you won't see my baby. And in my mind I was always like, why would people not be around? Like, if I had a friend of mine that was pregnant, like, I would want to experience everything for them. And it just never really synced in my head. But I did realize that it happened a lot with me. A lot of people that I was super close with and I thought were going to be there supporting me. I wouldn't even say so much my pregnancy, but mentally, you know, going through pregnancy. And I had an easy pregnancy, like I say. being pregnant was tough mentally. It was tough physically, but mentally was as well, because every day you get reminded of how much your life is going to change for the good, don't get me wrong, but there's also things that have changed that, you know, will never go back the same. So, you know, I really just thought that I was going to have more of a support network, I would say, from some people, don't get me wrong, like my sisters, my mom, like my family, even parents, family, they were amazing. Like, they were checking up on us all the time. It was really nice. But obviously there was disappointment there from a lot of people, but it is what it is. I feel like I've grown out of it, because I'm just like, you know, it is what it is. You can't force people to treat you the way you would treat them. You just can't. You just have to go and believe that, you know, if you were in that situation, you would do it differently, and that's the way it is. People are different, personalities are different, and you just have to move on. But it was a big thing for me, I think, because I was expecting something a bit more different. But like I said, it is what it is, and I've gotten over it. But it's something that will always stay in the back of my mind and will be reminded from my next pregnancy for sure. So I won't be expecting much, and to be fair, that's just the way we have to live life anyway. We shouldn't expect a lot from people. We should just expect yourself and make sure that yourself is okay, and then move forward. Another thing that I did want to talk about is, obviously, after having baby, no one really talks to you. We talk about the newborn phase, but no one really talks about not knowing your child. I think it's a big thing. Like, we have our babies inside us, and I've always said this, and I even say it to the dads. You know, we're lucky because we get to carry this baby for 9 months, so we kind of have a little sense, and the bonding starts straight away. However, for when the baby comes out, we don't know. Sorry, my husband's calling me. We don't know this child. It's a new person. Even we're kind of new to them. The only thing they know from us is our sense, our smell, our heartbeat. But we're getting to know this whole new person that's come and changed your life completely, and no one really talks about it. No one really talks about, like, you know, when does the bonding start? How do you start getting on your 2 feet? And for me, those sort of times were super complicated, because I loved this little person with little toes and little fingers. Like, I would die for him. And then on the other hand, it was like, I don't know you. I don't know why you're crying. I don't know why you're upset. And trust me, with Santiago, I've been so fortunate. He's been such a amazing baby. Like, perfect in every way. He has his moments, but he's just been a superstar. So I can't imagine how other people go for it. So yeah, I just feel like no one really talks much about it. It took me a while to really bond with my baby, and to know, you know, certain things, because like people say they cry. For me, his cry, the only cry that I know that's super different, is if he has trapped wind. He's in severe pain. But apart from that, his cries for me, the hunger cry, the tired cry, they all sound so similar. And then let me not even get started on the amount of opinions you get from people. It is so, like, overwhelming. Like, people saying, you know, when I was breastfeeding, I mentioned this in my breastfeeding video, you know, your milk is not enough, your milk is not strong enough. And now I look back on it and I'm like, it would have been strong enough if I didn't have so much stress on top of me all the time, and people telling me these things consistently. Maybe I would have, you know, continued breastfeeding. I don't know. It was, like I said, it wasn't something that I was crazy about. But, you know, it's just little things, you know, it does get into your head. Like, people saying to you, you should have a routine, like, you should do this, you should give him a bath every night. And it's like, guys, he's a newborn. Like, he doesn't know that. He doesn't have a routine. He's not going to have a routine. And I should know this because I work with children, and I know that routines only really start coming into when they're about 6 months, when they can start understanding. Like, at the moment, he's just going with whatever his body and mind feels like, and his poor little stomach. So I don't know, it's just because you're a first time mom and everything just comes at you, and you're just like, you know, these people have had kids, they know what they're talking about. But honestly and truly, every child is different, and always go with your gut and go as your mom instinct, and believe in yourself as a mom. Like, you were born to do this, so you can do it, and you shouldn't let all these other things get to you. Trust me, my next child will be completely different. Another thing as well is the help you actually get. I don't know about anyone else, but the help I got from midwives and stuff were pointless. Like, I could read that online, like literally read what you just told me online. Like, they make it seem like you're gonna get this massive, amazing amount of support. Like, a midwife only came 3 times, and that was because he wasn't at the perfect weight. And then I had a health visitor call, not even a visit. And it's like, and it upsets me because I work with children and I see so many cases of kids getting abused, mums not going, like mental health not going properly. And this is why, because there's not a great support network out there to make sure this doesn't happen. Like, you know, there's mums out there that mentally they're on their own, and it just gets too much. And honestly, I give it my all to single mums, and even though works most of the times out of the house, like the minute he enters the door, I just feel this sense, and I'm getting really emotional. I don't know why, but every time I think about it, I get really emotional. Like, Fridays for me, knowing that Ethan's not going to work the next day, even though sometimes we're not together, but that I know he's there as my back and call, and I can just call him, even though like I'm at my mom's or whatever, it just makes me feel so relieved. Like, today's Thursday, I don't know when I'm gonna upload this video, but tomorrow he's off, and it just makes me so happy just knowing he's gonna be off. And if I need anything, if I'm not okay and I need time out, he's there. So I honestly give it my all. And I don't know why I'm getting emotional. It's still the hormones, guys. Hormones, after pregnancy hormones are a real deal. I'll tell, definitely, they definitely show up, and they hit hard. I cried more after being pregnant than when I was pregnant. Honestly, anything makes me emotional. Just like the thought of him growing up makes me emotional, because he's a big boy. Like, literally soon he'll be like going to school, and that makes me emotional. Thinking of me going back to work makes me emotional, and he's only 6 months. Like, everything just makes me really emotional. And I've never, like, I wasn't like this during pregnancy. Like, during pregnancy I was quite chilled, but now I'm just cry for anything. Sometimes I don't even know why I'm crying. But yeah, I don't know. I give you guys a heads up for whoever does this alone. It must be so hard, and the fact that you guys get through it is amazing. Obviously for me, I just always keep in mind that things get better. Every age, every week brings new challenges, and I know that. And we just have to push through those challenges and keep pushing through and pushing through. Every day is different. No day is ever going to be the same, and that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, so pregnancy, after pregnancy was a bit crazy, but bit by bit it's getting better. Mentally, I think I'm doing pretty okay. Like I said, I get very emotional with things and stuff like that, and sometimes I do need a break. You know, sometimes I say to even like, I need a break. You know, I need to go and have a shower, I need to go and have a bath. I'd rather do sometimes things around the house, and I say, look, even, do you mind just holding for a second? I'm gonna go and do the washing, or I'm gonna do this, just to get that break. So like I said, I'm very lucky and fortunate for that. Oh, he's falling back asleep. We've now postpartum body and accepting, but before actually I speak about postpartum body, I do want to say out there to the dads as well, the fact that we don't really know our child and we're bonding with them, just think about the dad. The dad has never felt this baby. The dad, the most he's probably done is spoken to it, rubbed your tummy. Just bear in mind and take it easy on them, because it's a big change for them as well. Like, they've become this father figure to someone that they're getting to know as well, and it's hard for them as well. So just bear that in mind, because I feel like sometimes we expect so much from our partners, dads, whatever, our partners to do so much, and sometimes it's so scary for them as well. So just bear that in mind. Some partners will need more time than others to, you know, bond or to know him or to help out. Just take it easy, but make sure you always speak out and say, like, you know, this is how I feel, I need help with this, I need you to help me with this. I think that's the most important thing. If you do that, then communication is key, and if you do that, I'm sure, you know, you'll get to a in between. Now, postpartum body. This is a big month for me. Not necessarily about my body, but about what I wear. I haven't actually tried on all my clothes yet, especially my summer ones, because I feel like that's when I feel like it will hit me hard. I was pretty much always quite curvy, as I said, never been super skinny. I've always had curves here and there. I've always been a size 12 to 14, and don't ever remember being a size 10 in my life. So for me, having a bit of a belly is not an issue, but how I look in the clothes that I have now is what I'm scared of, because I'm a person, I love to get ready, and who knows me, my family, friends know I love to get ready. I love clothing, I love bright clothing, I just think getting ready for me makes me so happy. So shopping and buying clothes is one of my probably negative things, just because I spend a lot of money and that's not good. But so trying on new clothes. So I went shopping with Ivan the other day. He wanted to buy a few bits. We had his dad's birthday and he wanted to buy something to wear. And I went into the shop. Maybe it's because I've been 9 months pregnant and the fashion changes so quickly that sometimes it's very hard to keep up. But I went inside the shop and it gets me again. See, I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but I was looking at the clothes and I didn't know who I was in those clothes. Like, I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know. I don't know. I feel like my head was like, because I'm a mom, I have to dress a certain way. I can't dress that's too bright. I don't know. I just looked at those clothes and I just couldn't see myself in any. And that was not how it used to be like that before. Before, I would just grab, go and change in the change room, check it out, love it, done. Like, I also wear this with this. Like, I open my wardrobe now and I'm just like, there's nothing in here that I like anymore. This is not me. This is not, I don't know if it's the mum, like the more mum guilt coming in, and like, you know, I feel like if I wear this, maybe it's too open, or, you know, people are gonna think wrong. Like, even the other day, yesterday actually, I took out a summer dress, bearing in mind it's like quite short, it's like a t-shirt summer dress, and I put it on and I was just like, oh, this is too short. But like, in my head it was like, this is too short with a newborn, like it's not gonna work. So I put it back inside my wardrobe. And yeah, I feel like it's not necessarily the way I look. I knew that was something that I put in my head from the beginning, even though I actually have less weight now than I did at my wedding. So I'm less kilos now. So I put on altogether during my pregnancy. Again, if this is triggering, please guys don't watch it. Please think that we're all different. Our bodies are all different. Babies are different weights as well. Just please bear that in mind. I put on altogether max 11 kilos and I lost 12 after having him. So after 2 weeks of having him, I weighed myself. Done that big mistake. Do not do it, guys. But I lost straight away 12 kilos. Obviously I was breastfeeding. People say that really helps as well because you lose more calories. I haven't weighed myself since. I don't want to do it because I just feel like it's just going to mentally upset me, so I don't want to do it, just in case. But yeah, so technically, but even though, like, I still have the pouch, it's still there. I still have the not loose skin, but it's looser than what it was. But that's not really what upsets me. What upsets me is the fact that I don't know who I am with the clothes that I want to buy or have, and that upsets me because I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to lose my character. I don't want to lose who I am because I've had a baby. You know, I need to make sure I'm mentally okay, and you know, I feel happy and I feel sexy and I feel, you know, desirable, and I feel, you know, good in order to also be able to look after him and also to flourish my relationship with my husband. So it's a lot. It is a big change. It is the best change in the world. I wouldn't again change it for nothing, but it comes with a lot, and it's good that we talk about it. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about it, because I think there's not much out there. Like, people hide themselves, and mums make themselves think that they're being ungrateful to say that, you know, they're not happy today. Like yesterday I wasn't happy. My son was not okay. He was really hot. He hadn't slept. I was exhausted. I hadn't slept well the night before because he hadn't slept well. So I wasn't happy yesterday, and it's okay not to be happy. You're not forced to be happy just because you have a baby. You know, you don't have to feel guilty that you don't have a good day. Like, it shouldn't be like that. We should be able to say no. You know, we should be able to, I'm not going to say complain all the time, but we should be able to be like, no, I'm not okay today because I'm just not well. You know, it's not fair. It's really, 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 really not fair that we have to feel this way. And I just want to put out there to any mommy that's seeing this, it's okay not to be okay. You don't have to be okay all the time. It's not fair. It's a big change. It's something that every month keeps changing. Like, you think, oh, I've got it, like I'm on it now, like yeah, and then tomorrow, boom, something else happens. So it's okay not to be okay. All right, it's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to come here and share that little bit of my life at the moment with you guys, and just to let you know you're not alone. If you feel the same way, follow me on Instagram. Oh, my food, sorry about that, just had to go and grab my food. But yeah guys, I'm gonna get going and make sure that I eat before that little mister wakes up and wants to do everything all over again. But yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Comment down below if there's any other topics you guys want me to open up and be more honest about pregnancy. I don't mind. I'm really here for it. I'll be 100% honest. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow our journey, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
We fall and we rise through it all till we find what we want. Then we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in. Just